Good evening. The 58th United States presidential election is now just 3 days away.
While the vote belongs to America, there are many in Canada watching the historic events closely, both to see who the next commander-in-chief will be and what that means for Alberta and Canada. Our Michael Vecchio joins us live from the South Lobby with more on that story.
That's right. Whether one supports Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, it's evident that these two polarizing figures have sparked huge interest and passionate fervor, even on this side of the border.
As Election Day approaches, the eyes of the world are turned to America, including those of Elliott Tanti, a Canadian traveling to the swing state of Iowa.
Well, I'm going to work on behalf of Hillary Clinton, and by all indications, she is behind in Iowa. So I expect to find some hostility towards her and thus myself while I'm there. But I'm also, going to meet people that are invested in the political process themselves. I'm not the only Edmontonian going. I'm not the only American from out of state going to campaign in Iowa for Hillary Clinton.
While the campaign has produced its share of amusing moments, there's no doubt that the results will have some very real consequences for the province and for Canada. Some economists have warned that the future of free trade could be in jeopardy, especially under a Trump administration.
And after decades of general consensus, particularly in the Republican Party of the United States, that free trade agreements and globalization were a good thing, we've now seen such a sharp backlash against those positions. And that has really significant implications for a country like Canada.
For Terry Eggleston, a native Pennsylvanian now living in Canada, this election cycle has proven to be a contest between two equally unpopular candidates.
It's a farce. Is because it's completely turned into a farce. You have one candidate who does everything that a candidate should never ever do, but is still where he is, and another candidate who has the experience, has the background, however, has been heavily scrutinized for her experience in office and for things that she has done and hasn't done over time. And the phrase, the lesser of two evils, it's never been more true.
Like Terry, there are approximately 2 million Americans who live in Canada and that are all eligible to cast their ballot.
Michael, are there any local events planned for election night?
Well, besides the private gatherings, curious watchers can stop by the Garneau Theatre on Tuesday night for food and drinks as live results are projected onto the big screen.
How can we expect the Canadian government to react to the newly elected president?
Well, Haley, Prime Minister Trudeau has said that he looks forward to cooperating with whomever is elected. However, a Trump presidency would certainly be a challenge to a Liberal government, especially one that has acknowledged climate change, welcomed refugees, and included a record number of women in cabinet.
Thanks, Michael. That's Michael Vecchio reporting live from the South Lobby tonight.